Oh shit. Here we go again.
What's up, y'all? It's Reg, the big homie and your friend, at you one more again, trying to find a new way to win. What you doing today? Me? I'm Aces. Just trying to stay in God's graces, maybe put some smiles on y'all faces, but y'all don't hear me though. Do you? Maybe some of y'all do. Anyway, welcome all to episode number 3 of the FBK Fat Boy Be Knowin podcast. Oh yeah, give it up one time, y'all. The first 2 episodes was real short. First one was an introduction from Steve O, my dog. The second one was maybe about 20 minutes long, just letting people know about it. We did it on Anchor. So it was all audio, no video. But now is the official rollout, like I'm ludicrous. This is the real deal, Holyfield. And I'm just so happy, man, to be here doing this. I was a little skeptical at first because I felt like the young people didn't want to hear what I had to say.
Really, nigga?
But it ain't about the young people all the time. What about the people like me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that Ty Boo Boo and my wife She talked me into doing this, because now it's on and cracking, I'm telling y'all. Cheers. All right, the 2 minutes is up. Let's get this motherfucker cracking. I'm gonna have to start out on a somber note, though. The first thing I want to bring to the table is I want to say thank you and rest in peace to all 13 Marines and sailors that were killed at the Kabul airport by one stupid, fucked up individual. Probably got a battery, more than likely put in his back by some older motherfuckers who convinced him that it was the thing to do for the religion or whatever. Let's go kill these guys that's over here on a humanitarian mission, trying to get people out to safety. We gave them back the country. We 20 years over there. Hey, y'all can have this bitch. Can we just get these folks in the skies and bounce? I mean, believe me, it's more complicated than that, I understand. But they didn't have to do this. Nah. We better than that. We better than that. But it's all right. It's all right. All you Trumpsters and people that didn't like Biden because they felt like he was weak and got Alzheimer's disease, y'all kind of liked him just a teensy bit when he got up there and he told them fools, hey, we gonna hunt you motherfuckers down and we gonna make you pay. What Pooh Shiesty and Dirk say? Well, we finna get it back in blood. And don't front, Trumpsters. This is y'all shit. This is y'all shit. Y'all warmongers, y'all love to scrap. So go give it up for Biden one time, man. Y'all know y'all was giggling like a mofo when them drones went over there and started lighting them fools up like campfires. Come on. But again, man, not to be funny, let's take it back to what's real. I watched the news and they said three of the guys or three of the soldiers that were killed were from Southern California. So it really kind of hits home. You know what I mean? At least for me, it does. So I just want to send eternal blessings to all 13 of those people. And I want to send comfort to the families of those people that died in the line of duty trying to help others. And I also hope if in the afterlife there is a hell, I hope that some bitch and all his homies bust the bottom out of that bitch. Fuck ISIS. Just for me. That was tough. But here we go. On to the next. Hurricane Ida just hit the Big Eazy with a roundhouse. So people died. It's bad down there. And they say she gonna linger for a few days and keep dumping water on them. When last I checked, they already evacuated all the assisted living homes and the tier 1 hospitals. I don't exactly know what that is, so if somebody could explain that to me, I'd appreciate it in the comments. They say we haven't seen one like this, if I'm not mistaken, since the early 1800s. So when I heard that, it made me think, so this is worse than Katrina? Have we evacuated the people? Have we helped the poor people get out of there? Because the last thing I heard was after the hospitals and the assisted livings, they told everybody else to hunker down. Ooh, I don't know what that means. But remember, during all this, the Delta variant of COVID has it spiking like it was last summer. But now it's attacking the children. But it's so political, we can't do the simple thing, wearing a mask. That's a big deal. Really? It's a lot of people now going to get vaccinated and wearing their masks. But I also go in the store and I see people that just act like it can't happen to me. And I'm like, man, I've lost homies. Now me, I think not being able to breathe and not being able to be close to my wife and the people I love while I'm dying is the worst way possible to ever die. At least for me it is. So yeah, I'm following all the guidelines. I trust my doctor. I trust my doctor a whole lot more than I trust white lady in the store with dirty feet or black lady with the crinkle bag on her head. Yeah, I'm cool, man. They get upset, man, when when you ask for your 6 feet back. They get angry. I've been called rude. I've been called all kinds of stuff. It's literally insane. Take a quick break. I'll be right back. Welcome back to the FBK podcast, and I'd like to thank our sponsor, Grab a Leaf, Full Tobacco Leaves. They don't know that they are sponsors yet, but you are. Let me cut it out. Where we left off talking about the COVID spikes. I'm fully vaccinated, and I wear my mask whenever I go out. I don't feel dumb. Not at all. I don't see bringing in boxes marked white people vaccine and boxes marked black people vaccine. I believe we all take the same vaccines. And then I always ask the question, if they're doing this, why? And I never can get a direct answer on that. I never can. If somebody can answer that for me in sensible logic, I'll take my mask off. Now, don't get completely sidetracked by the suicide bomber attack, the hurricane in Louisiana, the COVID spikes. Also remember, there is a complete and total onslaught to remove and change the voting rights of people of color. There are so many new laws on the books that will change the way we are able to vote, where we are able to vote, and when we will be able to vote. Pay attention to your local governments and your state governments. The president doesn't run the elections. Each state does. So pay attention. Both sides of the aisle need to be ashamed of themselves. For real, for real. I mean, a politician will do anything to get your vote. And I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. I don't got a dog in the fight, personally. I watch it like a theater or a sport. I pay attention to what I think is going to affect me in a positive way, and I vote accordingly. And I think anybody else would too. But this is how much politicians ain't shit. When a politician loses, they don't sit down and consider, what can I do to make the people come back to me? That's too much work. They say that's what they're doing. No. What they're doing is called gerrymandering. And that's realigning the states to put more people in their sections and make it stronger so they could win these counties. You win enough counties, you win the state.
Ta-da!
It makes sense, I get it. But you guys are pieces of shit, man. It just really sucks. And I'm not anti-government, man. I believe the government stepped up like real ones during this pandemic. Really helped a lot of people. Of course, everybody's not going to be happy. But it helped a lot of people that weren't able to help themselves. And yeah, a lot of people took advantage of that shit. But that's America. That's human nature, man. You got some people that's gonna take advantage and steal, and morals don't matter. I met Donald Trump a bunch of times before he became a politician. He was an asshole then, and he's an asshole when he was president. Joe Biden seems like a nice man, but you never know. So I just look at them what they do for the people. And Joe's done some things for the people, man. But so did Donald. But the problem is they're changing our voting rights because they didn't like it when all the people of color came together and voted Barack Obama in as president of these United States twice. Then Donald beat Hillary, but only by the skin of his teeth. Then we come to this election. And he can't believe Joe Biden got the nomination. Oh, he had jokes on jokes on jokes. I thought Donald Trump was auditioning for the 85 South Show roast session. He was on Joe Biden's head. You think I'm gonna lose to this clown?
Try me, bitch.
Sleepy Joe. It was hilarious. And then Joe doubled down on him and picked a woman of color to be his vice presidential running mate.
What the fuck was that?
And they won.
Gotcha, bitch.
Smashed him. Hell, Hillary smashed him. I know the electoral college. I get it. Yeah. That's part of drawing those lines. But I get it. He won the electoral, Donald, you won the electoral college. But she won the popular vote by millions. Millions. Biden won both. And you did everything you could do to overturn that loss. And I get it, man. I don't want to lose to a sorry team. Especially when I'm the one that think they sorry. But I can't go change the scoreboard after it's at all zeros. It is what it is. Isn't it? That's what Hillary had to do. And then they ran up in the Capitol building while the Senate and the House were convened. Verifying the Electoral College. They had senators and representatives and congressmen hiding under desks and shit. And they tried to compare that to the 92 riots in LA where we burned down some pawn shops and shit in our neighborhood. Or the Black Lives Matter little riots that went on. Yeah, motherfuckers sitting at the desk with their feet up. FOH. For those who don't understand, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I gotta get off that shit. That shit knocked me off my rocker. I can't do it with that. Shit's too loud. Man, I just covered a gang of negativity right now. But we got it all done. I want to say thank you again to the 13 soldiers, Marines and sailors that lost their lives in that senseless violence when they were on a humanitarian mission. Whatever religion you practice, and you can hear me on this, please take whatever's good from that religion and send the energy down to Louisiana and to the families of these Marines and sailors. They're gonna need it. Let's all work together. They're gonna need it. Whew. Ooh, that shit was so heavy. That shit put the weight out. Since marijuana is legal, right? Can we do the news like this? Motherfuckers would be watching the news like... Hey, did any of y'all see these motherfuckers doing the crate challenge? Man, human beings are stupid as fuck by nature. Motherfuckers is breaking their backs, falling off. They got old people, all kind of people on there, man. I saw this fat dude, man, bigger than me. He went up to the top. And that shit wibble wobbled and he fell. Man, he hit that ground so hard, it looked like he left his face print in the dirt. But let me tell you the flyest shit that I saw during the whole crate shit. I saw a Puerto Rican cat. Let me tell you first, this made me smile on two levels in the game. First, it was a Puerto Rican dude and he had an LA Dodgers hat on. That shit made me smile. Smile! And you could tell he was in Philly or New York or New Jersey or something, because everybody was in the back. Yeah, kid, word, kid, yeah. He finna do that shit, kid. And I used to be on my West Side shit. Like, ooh, I couldn't stand the East Coast. The first song I ever did was called West Side for Life. CPO. If you don't know who that is, look him up. One of the all-time greats off of Ruthless Records, fucking with MC Ren and Eazy now. Star homie. He wrote the hook to that song. Stone the Lunatic, if you peek at this, let me get that song, man. Hitting up West Side for Life, nigga, right? Okay, look. This is what Homeboy did. This nigga walked up the crates like it was nothing. Just bing, 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 bing. And stood on top, right? While dude was on top, he decided to roll a blunt. Shit wobbling and everything. He had a busted swisher already or a backwoods or something. But he did it old school. He didn't have the weed already broke up. He crumbled that herb up into the blunt and then rolled that motherfucker magically in. Then walked down the other side like he was going to the players' ball. Boom, bing, boom, bing, boom, boom, boom. And stopped at the very bottom crate. And the flyest part, the homies ran up and gave that nigga a light. And he lit that motherfucker. And walked off. I was in the background like, ah! Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that shit was funny. I got a quick story I'm going to tell y'all about how crazy I was back in the days with this New York shit. Pac and the West Side Connect, they had me revved up. Everything was fuck New York, fuck riding on the train with my earphones on. I just thought all that shit was corny as fuck to me. Now, I respect a lot of that, man. I really do. I feel like I was dumb. Back in the days, I limited myself. But, anyway, BET used to throw a thing called Sprite Night every year. And this was Sprite Night 95 or 96, and it happened to be in LA. The label I was signed to at the time, Fully Loaded, was also partners with BET. So I had to roll through all the BET events. But this one was cool. Anybody was there. I had on some brand new fresh ass Penny Hardaways. Oh, they was fresh. The black ones. Right? So, I'm a Bigfoot nigga. So, finding shoes in my size is like finding the Ark of the Covenant. So, when I get my hands on something, nigga, I was being overly cautious with my kicks. I was tiptoeing through the party like a 320-pound ballerina. And in my exuberance to be careful, I accidentally put my right foot on a gentleman's sneaker. I instantly reached to put my hand on his shoulder to apologize. But before I could say a word, he spun on me. I recognized his face. I found out later it was Killer Priest, right? But I didn't put it together. They was real new at the time. Anyway, so the way he looked at me, just the look on his face, it spoke a lot of words to me at once. A face could launch 1,000 ships. That nigga made, just looking at me, all I heard in my head was, fuck Tupac, fuck Ice Cube, fuck the West Side Connection, fuck everything you believe in, fuck California, fuck your dead homies, that's New York, punk.
Niggers!
That's what my paranoia said. So my response, instead of apologizing to this gentleman, no. My response was, fuck New York, nigga. His face didn't even change. He probably don't even remember this or remember me because it was a flash in the pan. Maybe he do. So, I don't even think the orc in New York got out of my mouth before about 50, 60 motherfuckers turned around and they all had on Wu-Tang shit. And they was looking at me and I was like, fuck. I'm there with my brother, Swizz, and maybe one or two of the homies or my brother Lo, like that. All we had was a strap. That was in the car though. So I'm like, oh well, fuck it. I gotta just fire on cuz. So as I'm turning my shoulder to load my right up to send this nigga to another dimension, out of nowhere, like a chocolate angel, Big Les jumps off the stage. For you younger dudes or whatever, Big Les was one of the celebrity hosts on BET. She was a dancer and a choreographer. If you ever saw or see the Latifah TV show Living Single, she's the chick with the mushroom cut and the big booty dancing at the beginning credits of Living Single. I heard she passed away, I think. I hope I'm wrong and it wasn't her, because she was cool as hell. But anyway, she jumps off of the stage in between me and dude. Push us apart. And she defuses that shit instantly. Like she was Caesar Milan, the angry nigga whisperer or something. Whatever she did, we all went our separate ways. And I don't think till this day she know that she saved my life. Oh my God, she saved my fucking life. Alright, man. Check this out. We had a real somber but beautiful day just passed. 8/24. Mamba Day. Man, we miss you, Kobe. Thank you for everything you did for the city and just for us in general, I don't think you understand or understood when you left what you had done. You left a reason to have a work ethic. I don't know if you'll ever be considered the greatest of all time for putting that ball in the hoop. But I do know, when I think of somebody who made the most of what they had, maximized every moment, showed an impeccable work ethic, and always under no circumstances did you not give 100% in anything you pursued. And for that, I tip my hat. Now, I always didn't like you, Kobe. You ran the diesel out of town, Kobe. You can't be doing that, running the big man up out the city, man. It don't work like that. Nuh-uh. Fuck that. That's Shaq Diesel. But you did it. And y'all became cool before you passed away. So it's all beautiful. And you won us a couple of more chips just to show us, don't worry. Because I remember they said you'd never win another championship when Shaq left. Imagine that. So thank you, Kobe. And wherever you at, and Gigi, wherever you at, I hope you both see how much they love y'all. Whew. On a better note, Sin City Raiders, youth football. Gotta send a shout out to them. My big homie, Big House, Antonio Dyer, and the other homie, Tyrone Stewart, coach these kids, and they keep them winning. I don't know if they won their last game, which was the first game. As soon as I find out, I'll post about it. But I know they did better than the Big Raiders did. 34-10 to the 49ers. Man, I'm glad preseason is over. Jeez Louise. Fuck. Let's get this shit cracking. Come on, Chucky now. I don't know why y'all be so interested in this bullshit. Let me take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm back, and this is the FBK podcast, and I'm your host with the most, Big Regg. I think we left off talking about why do y'all always want to hear this bullshit? The views show it. You guys love this shit. So I'm going to ask the question. Do you guys think Fat Joe did that shit? Do you think he told? For real, for real. I have no opinion, and here's why. I've been to prison. I've been to paperwork parties. I done seen niggas get smashed up, killed behind us, killed. That's what the bagpipe players wear. I mean, killed. Because somebody had a grudge, or wanted to be considered the rat hunter, and they spoke on something they thought they knew. That's the worst thing you could do, man. Here goes some gems. There are a few things you never, ever accuse a person of unless you have hashtag facts in this bitch. 1, don't accuse nobody of murder. 2, don't accuse nobody of rape. 3, don't accuse nobody of being a pedophile. 4, don't call no one a thief. And 5, don't call anyone a snitch. Don't do it unless you got facts. So me, I'ma wait until some better looking paperwork come out. That shit was 20 years ago, and that paperwork, I don't know, it looked janky to me. I don't know. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. But I'm not gonna take that as fact. I will take as fact if a motherfucker come out and be like, hey, homie, I'm in jail right now because of that motherfucker told on me. You might have me, but I got to see something like that. So, in my eyes, it's still Don Cartagena, and I'm leaning back with Joe Neal. Why not? That shit ain't real. It happened to me before. Not exactly this, but it happened to me before. When I was in high school, I went to an all-blood school. But as y'all know, I was raised and always pressed the 6-0 line. So I was recruited to Centennial to play football by Coach Cruz. He got fired. I never left because I was not going to be the nigga. I used to see Crips come up to Centennial on the first day of school and they would not leave the fucking office. They would stay in there and check out. And I'm not going, and I was not going to be one of them niggas. No. Not me. Maybe I was stupid, maybe not. Anyway, I was at a party. I was told this years later, because I didn't know why they was on my head so tough. I was at a party, and I took a picture, and they say on the picture it looked like I was throwing up 60s. And this broad that had some kind of beef with me, right? Decided to take that picture and go around in the hood and tell all the big homies, not the niggas I went to school with. I had fights with them, whatever. But talking about the niggas that just got out of prison. Take it, I'm in the 11th grade. Fuck it. Told them that I was from 60s and I was at Centennial banging. They started waiting for me after school out front with their guns and shit. They would come on campus looking for me, wait outside football practice. It got bad. I had to scrap with this nigga named Big Duck from Fruittail Pyru. That nigga fired on me inside the gym during the talent show on the bleachers. And I had to squab with that fool. He was like 26 and just got out the P and I was in the 11th grade. That chick didn't know nothing about me like that. She didn't know if I was put on. I never banged on her. But she felt she knew enough to go risk my life. It got so fucking bad. I had to start carrying a pistol to school. I had no choice. I'm not gonna tell. Should have. Fucking with them stupid ass street codes. I'm not saying tell on individuals, but tell that I'm having issues. And I need help getting home or something. I don't know. But I was gonna fuck the scholarship, all that. I was gonna pop one of them motherfuckers and maybe they'd leave me alone. I used to get rushed by dudes all the time. It was crazy. It was really crazy. All because somebody wanted to say something they didn't know. And fuck her, too. I hope everything she touched turned to shit. No, I don't. I hope she's having a good life and happy. Alright, this here, because I know I've been on here for a long time. So we gonna wrap this up, because I'm having a good time. And I'm getting blowed off this right now. It's that lava, OG, that shit fire. Is lava considered an exotic? Exotic. Dog, we've been crossing strange for years. Y'all better stop paying them $4,000 for a pound because a nigga tell you it's an exotic, nigga. Anyway, my last section, I want to make this the last section of every podcast. And it's where I find some new artists that I like and turn y'all on and direct y'all to them. But this time, it's going to be a little bit different, okay? Kanye annoys me so much that when I opened up my DM and the homie had sent me a link to the Donda album, I went and listened to it because I knew I heard that it was a tribute to his mom. And I lost my mom, and it's been really hard on me. And we gonna talk about mental illness because it's changed me. So I understand if he going crazy because your boy been going cuckoo, and my mom died almost 3 years ago, I think. But anyway, I want it to be fair, but I gotta keep it a buck. That album, in my opinion, is all caps TRASH. Garbage. Hot garbage. Except for a few cool features. Man, to me, it was like choking down castor oil. But some of y'all might, I don't know. But yeah, Kanye gets a brah, brah. Anyway, but no, I do got somebody new for y'all. Well, She might not be new to y'all, I don't know, but she was new to me. It's a chick named Enchanted. First time I heard her name, I was like, who is this bitch with the stupid ass name? This name's stupid as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, bitch? You from Orlando? Is it Disney World or something? What the fuck? But she got a song called Track and Field. That shit go hard. And I don't ride around bumping chicks, man. I really don't. Nah, I don't. Maybe just some singers, you know, some R&B. I like Josh Stone. I bump some Mary J. But girl rappers, Rage, Conscious Daughters, and MC Light, and a few others, but only on features, like Yo-Yo. I know I ain't shit. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. But the song knock and it would get some run in the ride. Damn, take the weed. Alright, look, I've been over here all day, I guess. So I'm gonna wrap this up. This is episode number 3. I'm so proud of it. Of the FBK Fat Boy Be Knowin podcast. Check me out on Instagram at Fat Boy Be Knowin. Follow me on IG, Fat Boy Be Knowin. On YouTube, the channel is called Fat Boy Knows Best. I got a ton of content and I'ma stay flooding y'all with content. So go on over to YouTube and like, subscribe, and share. Please. I know I'm new to this, but I'm motherfucking true to this. Fuck with your knuckle. Help me grow this for us. Cause these suckers is out here telling your kids a bunch of nonsense. I'ma talk to them just like I talk to my daughters, I promise. So I'ma see y'all next week on this, but keep an eye out for my clips during the week, alright? And one more thing. Remember, one thing that won't change is we are all neighbors. Peace.